This year's Printing Leader of the Year Award is presented to Richard Kouwenhoven, President and CEO of Hemlock Printers. A graduate of the Toronto Metropolitan University GCM program, Richard oversees the day-to-day operations of Hemlock, as well as their subsidiary companies, Hemlock Connect, and of course, Hemlock Display. Richard's been in the industry, as you know, for more than 30 years. And I have to say, Hemlock is probably the envy of any printer that's in this room. They have done so well over the years. Richard has been dedicated to making our industry better. He is currently the chairman of the CPIA and has been in that position since 2018. He has been a long-standing supporter of all the initiatives that make our industry better. He's participated and given his time as a volunteer for many of the important things that have happened in our industry. It's a real pleasure for me to present this to Richard. He's a hell of a guy, good-looking man, with his wife Pipa, who's here today. Congratulations, Richard. Please join me in congratulating Richard on the award.
I'm a good-looking guy. I like that. I'll take that. Thank you. I did prepare a couple of notes. It's really fantastic to be in Toronto and to see a lot of faces that I see in little squares on Zoom calls or Teams calls. So to see people in person, it's pretty fantastic just having all this print industry in one room all together. It's fantastic. So I do want to thank Nithya Print Action for continuing this awards program. It's fantastic. Thank you. It is, for some in the room, you can recall, it used to be the Environmental Printing Awards. And that was like somewhere close to, not quite 20 years ago, but maybe not far off, because I was at the first one. And it's just continued, so thank you. I do want to just acknowledge and thank and congratulate Jerry Lacombe for his achievement tonight, and it's just so fantastic to see you recognized in this way, so thank you, Jerry. So I would like to accept this award for Printing Leader of the Year. It is a huge honor for me to be recognized in this way. 2024 is actually my 25th year at Hemlock Printers. I'm getting a watch at some dinner tonight, which is pretty crazy because I still sort of feel like I'm relatively new to the business, but I am not anymore. It's my 12th year as president at Hemlock, and my career thus far has been really incredible. A lot of ups and downs and a lot of learning experiences and firefighting, but when I walked in, there was a bunch of TMU students welcoming us, and I do want to make sure I put a good pitch for working in this industry, because it is a fantastic industry. I kind of put a few little things, like what is in our life, in our industry. Well, I mean, I'll skip the bad stuff. I didn't talk about that, but the part of my job, the parts of my job that I love is the fact that I am regularly supporting our sales team in winning business. You know, the hunt of trying to win that next contract or that next sale, getting pulled in to support that. I'm constantly involved with that, which I find really enjoyable. There's always a fire to put out. There's always some new thing that we didn't predict, some emergency. Is it pretty much a weekly occurrence, and it's process or it's technical or it's training, and it's always something to solve, which I just really enjoy that part of the job. And then the other part with trade shows that we've had, there's always new technology on the horizon, things to spend money on, maybe a little too much money at times. There's, go to Drupa and it's just a candy store of all kinds of cool things. So that's really enjoyable to look at that and to see what's coming and to figure out how to use that technology. And I would say most recently for me, being involved in some of the service expansion as I'm working with graduates from TMU or BCIT out west, and it's just very enjoyable to see new people coming into the industry, not really having much background, but seeing, the career path that they can have. And for me, that's really rewarding to see careers develop. And I'm seeing it all, in a number of places. So it's really making my work quite enjoyable these days on that side. It's also an honor for me to accept this award as my father, Dick, was recognized with a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2015. And my dad continues to be an inspiration to me and others at Hemlock. And I know a number of people here work with him and know him. I want to thank my wife, Pippa, who made the trek with me this year. So thank you, Pippa. She's been very, very supportive of my working life, many evenings, weekends, and now that we work together, she's helping out at the wide format. We can talk about work now, which is really fun. There's feedback, but it's all very constructive and helpful, yeah. And then, of course, with Hemlock, the ups and downs of the industry, the expansion that we've been doing, there's many challenging moments, and definitely the award like this for me is really a recognition of the team that has been supporting me through these last number of years, particularly in the last 10 years with all the changes we've been making. We have many staff who've been with the company for years, like 20 years, 25, 35, 40 years. I think we have 4 or 5 staff who've been with Hemlock for 40 years. And they're joined by a new generation that's coming up in the company. And for me, it's quite inspirational to see how adaptive people are, because there's no year that's the same. We always sort of think next year is going to be this big year. It's going to be all these changes we're planning, but that pretty much is happening every year at Hemlock, it feels. Also joining us tonight from Hemlock is Jessica Chan, our marketing coordinator, as well as our social purpose coordinator. So Jessica, thank you, Jessica, for attending. I'll be asking her to say a few words. No, I won't do that. She actually put all the award applications for us and has in the past. So really, it's a recognition of the entire team at Hemlock and how much support I get myself. And I didn't know Jamie was going to do this introduction, because I also want to acknowledge and thank my industry peers who have been very supportive and very collaborative with Hemlock over the years. That's Jamie and Gaetano, both at PDI and Harling. Todd and Peter previously at Cobra, great collaborators over the years. And as well as Jay and the CJ, my table mates over there. Also longtime collaborators. And as well, the many suppliers in the room, and there are many. I do want to say I love you all equally. There's no favorites here, right? But and I think, a lot of these are years in the making. They're decades in the making. So they're real partnerships, they're friendships. We work through things together, and so the supplier support and that partnership has been great. Lastly, the years that I've been working with the CPIA has been volunteer, very big time commitment, but very rewarding. I'd say one of the most enjoyable aspects for me is being connected with the rest of the industry, that I've been able to work with a number of people in the room, and in particular Jerry Lacombe, who's just been such an amazing person to work with, so consistent, professional, reliable. I can't say enough about Jerry. It's just been just great, and really appreciate all he's done for the association for the last few years. Yeah, I think that's about it. I just want to say thank you, and really happy to be recognized in this way. So thank you very much.